breaking news at 6. We have new details just released in the deadly shooting near the Gorge Amphitheater as authorities have identified the suspect. Also, a listening session begins in just about an hour regarding police facilities in the city of Prosser.
And we're still cool and cloudy tonight. Find out when we're going to heat up. I'm tracking your first alert forecast.
Now, KAPP local news at 6.
We begin with breaking news at 6. We now know the names of the suspect and of 2 people killed in a shooting at a campground near the Gorge Amphitheater Saturday night. The Grant County Coroner's Office says 29-year-old Brandy Escamilla and 26-year-old Jocelyn Ruiz were killed. 2 other people were shot but survived. And this evening, the Grant County Sheriff identified the suspect as 26-year-old James Kelly, who's stationed at Joint Base Lewis McChord in Western Washington. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says Kelly was shot but is now out of the hospital and in the county jail. The Sheriff's Office turned the investigation over to the North Central Washington SIU because a deputy fired their weapon during this whole incident. And it's still not clear tonight what led up to the violence. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Alyssa Warner. And tonight, fire crews are still mopping up after a fast-moving fire that prompted evacuations near Touchy on Monday. Walla Walla County Emergency Management says the fire has burned more than 4,000 acres, according to the latest estimate. All the evacuation orders were lifted this morning, but it took approximately 6 hours of work by multiple agencies, plus state-level assistance, to just get containment lines around the fire. It's not clear yet how the fire started, but we do know that dry conditions, breezy, gusty wind made work difficult for fire crews. The unusually cool weather this week has been a boon, though. And while we did see another chilly start to the day with gray skies this morning, it's nothing like what State Route 410 Chinook Pass looked like over the weekend. Take a look at this. The Snoqualmie Pass Twitter account sent this out. That is snow falling. It is June. Summer begins tomorrow. Now, we are talking about a warm-up, though. Stacy Lee is joining us now with your first alert forecast.
Yeah, that snow was kind of a surprise for most of the mountain areas. Not unusual at Mount Hood, but Chinook Pass, maybe so. Temperatures around the area on the cool side this evening. Right now, Ellensburg, 60, 64 Yakima, 68 Prosser, 70 Tri-Cities, 63 in Walla Walla. And look at Dayton, 55 degrees. So yes, we're running extremely cool, but that's all about to change. Now we're keeping an eye on these breezy winds this evening. Light winds in the Columbia Basin and the foothills of the Blues. A little breezier in the Kittitas Valley this evening. Gradual clearing tonight. Officially, summer solstice begins at 7:57 tomorrow morning. Get ready for a warm up into the weekend and plan your night out tonight. Again, we're looking at temperatures dropping down into the 50s in Yakima by 9 o'clock tonight. Again, might want to grab a coat. Down to 62 at 9 in Tri-Cities, and in Walla Walla even chillier, down to 58 by 9 p.m. Lots to talk about in your first alert weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. Happening tonight in under an hour, actually, the Prosser City Council will hold a listening session. Their aim is to provide residents with an opportunity to talk about the city's need to establish a new police station and city hall. What happens afterwards depends on what happens at tonight's listening session. The city of Prosser and Prosser Police lost their buildings to a fire 2 years ago. A measure to fund replacements went on the November ballot but failed. That's why the city administrator says he wants a facilitated event to hone in on ideas.
I really want to see how it goes. I am cautious to ask for a big increase on people's property taxes. I think we learned that last time, that they were not interested in that, understandably. So if not that, then what do we do?
The city administrator says they're looking into grants to try and keep the price of replacements down for taxpayers. After tonight's meeting, the notes will go to the council during a workshop. They'll see what comes of it. Officials say they don't think voters will see this on the ballot this year or anytime in the near future because they want to really take their time and make sure they reach a solution that people are happy with. The listening session again begins tonight at 7 at the Prosser Community Center. Now, because of COVID-19, technology around the world changed, especially the increased use of video communication. Even the Benton County Jail has implemented its own video communication since the pandemic, allowing digital court appearances, attorney visits, mental health consultations, and competency evaluations. Now, Lieutenant Combs with the Benton County Corrections Department says this has improved efficiency and safety. It also means they don't require professionals from all around the state to travel to the jail in person. Lieutenant Combs says the changes have been a big improvement and they're hoping to keep them around.
jails usually are not at the forefront of adopting new technologies, and so we tend to kind of lag behind. Video conferencing, something been alive and thriving in the business world prior to COVID, but everybody kind of went all in on that during the COVID shutdowns, and so it was an opportunity for us to kind of get with the times.
Inmates on good behavior can also use tablets that were implemented recently. These secure tablets allow monitored video visitations, educational programs, books, movies, music, and other productive things to occupy time. Lieutenant Combs says this also opens up lines of communication between inmates and their families in safe and secure ways. And he says there's been positive feedback from both inmates and jail staff. The National Suicide Hotline switched over to 988 nearly 1 year ago. And since that time, officials say more than 2 million people in crisis have called for help. They've also answered more than 1 million chats and texts. But ABC News reports many individual states are still struggling to keep up with demand. If you call 988 and there's nobody locally available to answer, you will be sent to a national backup center. And many call centers are struggling to find enough workers. Some don't have the technology to allow people to work from home, and that's depleting the pool of people who might be interested even further. Advocates say despite the setbacks, they are making progress on answering calls quicker and offering options specifically tailored to more groups of people, like veterans and members of the LGBTQ+ community. A reminder tonight that both Benton and Franklin County Emergency Management will be conducting a test tomorrow of the Code Red system. That is a mass notification system that would be activated in a true emergency. You do have to opt into it. It allows authorities to keep everyone informed through emergency voice, text, or email messages. Now, that test is coming up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Again, this is an opt-in system, so you can sign up on the Benton County or Franklin County Emergency Management websites. Just look for a link on our website, yaktrinews.com. Today, high school students from around the Mid-Columbia region are getting connected with jobs in the STEM industry in the first ever Tri-Cities STEM Career Academy. 15 students from Sunnyside to Burbank all gathered at Kennewick High School. They spent this morning building hydroelectric turbines and tested voltage. Although through this academy, students will have the opportunity to learn directly from engineers, skilled trade workers, scientists, and conservationists. The academy was made possible through several organizations and those who lead the industry in our area. Co-facilitator Jody Henderson says this is the perfect backdrop for an academy like this one.
So we are a real energy-rich community. Hydropower, nuclear power is the backbone of our community, and we were excited about educating students about energy, electricity, how that works, and what careers are there, what career opportunities there are that they can consider.
The academy runs through Friday. Coming up tomorrow, students will have the chance to tour Benton PUD. Later in the week, it's cybersecurity and building solar cars and drones. The Yakima Valley Library's bookmobile made its very first stop today at Union Gap School. Kids in that area have been without a library for years, and while there is a new one under construction that could be finished by the end of the year, for this summer, the kids will be getting their books from the bookmobile. Inside the bus, there is everything from movies to children's books to novels for adults. A little something for everyone.
Kids love the bookmobile. There's just something special about going inside the bus and getting to pick them out and then going home and showing their parents.
We just really felt that if we could get books into their hands and they could spend the summer reading and participating in our summer reading program, that would really be an exciting thing.
The bookmobile will be on at the Union Gap School on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. through the end of the summer. The library is still working on putting together a schedule, but they'll be posting updates on their social media accounts. Coming up tonight, it is a rite of passage that one man was denied. Now he has finally achieved Eagle Scouts 6 decades later. We're talking about the reason it took so long. Plus, Richland's dog park is closed 3 days a week for maintenance, but the city has a new temporary solution. And speaking of dogs, we're talking special recognition today for a hound who provides community solace. That's next on KAPP Local News at 6.
Saddle up and head over to Horse Heaven Saloon in Prosser, a family-owned and operated business in the heart of America's Hop Valley. Come experience in-house brewed craft beer, fresh and unique foods, and much more. It's all waiting for you at the Horse Heaven Saloon in historic downtown Prosser.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Just enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Aero Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with your new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Aero Roofing a call today.
The pursuit of happiness starts with a good night's sleep.
It's your patriotic right to get fantastic savings on premium quality mattress sets.
We source from local manufacturers to get the finest quality and comfort at the lowest price.
During our Patriot Sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like $3.99 for a queen-size Sealy plush mattress.
Or an adjustable bed for $9.99.
To celebrate, come to Mattress Depot USA.
Before our Patriot Sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
You get a lot of things out of your vehicle. But one thing you shouldn't get is disappointment. At McCurley, our expert technicians are here to make sure you get the most adventures and memories out of every mile.
Find your way home in a new Subaru from McCurley Subaru during Subaru Loves to Care.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Whether you're looking to add a splash of color to your home, planting your very own vegetable garden, or expanding your dream landscape, Queen's Gate Gardens is the place to go this summer. Queen's Gate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
A man denied Boy Scouts' highest recognition 60 years ago because of his race. Now 75-year-old Sam Jones has gotten his due with a court of honor. Cornelius Hawker reports.
Sam Jones has waited more than 60 years.
Where am I sitting?
Where would you like to sit?
To sit in the Eagle Scout Court of Honor, a recognition with duties he plans to uphold.
I will.
In the crowd supporting Sam, his daughter, Akila.
There are things that I'm learning this weekend in spending all this time with him that I didn't even know.
Akila never knew her father, at the age of 15, wasn't allowed to participate in this ceremony for Eagle Scouts. A white Scout leader told him he did not come from a model African-American home, raised in public housing by a single mom.
It's difficult because even still today, how do you process that? How do you process that?
I literally just shut down on it. I didn't try to figure it out. I didn't try to study it. I didn't try to fight for it.
But the lessons Sam learned in Boy Scouts stuck with him throughout his life. Countless people speaking about how the boy who didn't come from a model home became a role model for them.
I love this man. He is an example to me and my family and countless others.
And finally, the moment that should have happened all those years ago.
I have Grandma's hands, so I'll use Grandma's hands.
I would have never dreamt this. I just never really dreamt it.
Sam Jones standing proudly as an Eagle Scout for the world to see.
That was Cornelius Hawker reporting. Jones served in Vietnam. He was awarded a Meritorious Service Medal and later retired as a naval commander. Congratulations. Looking locally tonight, Richland Dog Park users have a temporary location to take their furry companions. That as the city has closed the dog park off Keene Road for 3 days a week. The closure days allow work crews to conduct maintenance on the park. In a Facebook post, the city says a location nearby will be open temporarily for dogs and their humans during the work. The dog park itself is open Friday through Monday, 7 to 9. It is closed Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. The city anticipates this schedule will continue through the end of July. Today, a special celebration at Memorial Park in Pasco.
This is adorable. Pasco Police Department and community members celebrated the birthday of 1-year-old Goose this morning. Goose is a community service dog who goes above and beyond, helping children, adults, and even some of the police officers. Pasco PD told us Goose isn't your typical police dog.
He was donated to us by Camp Doodlewoods, and Maddox Training Academy helped with his preparation for what we want him to do, which is really just be out in the community and bridging gaps between the police and the community.
And Pasco Police said, come say hello if you see Goose around town. And he's so cute, why wouldn't you?
He's so cute. And they said he's actually been helping them find little kids that have maybe wandered away. Right. He does everything.
He does everything. Good dog, Goose, and happy birthday.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
All right, let's take a look at our Legends Casino Columbia Point Skycam tonight. Again, we still see a few clouds in the area. Those will start to move out. We had a gloomy day. We had rain. We had some gusty winds. Things are looking better. Those cool temperatures are hard to get used to this time of year. 5:04 sunrise, 8:52 is our sunset. Let's take a look at temperatures around the area right now. Again, on the cool side, Dayton already down to 55, 63 Walla Walla, 70 Tri-Cities, 64 in Yakima. Satellite and radar, again, we still see the cloud cover, but most of the moisture and activity is starting to dissipate through the region. And again, we'll start to see clearing skies later this evening. Here's the satellite and radar. That cold front finally starting to move out of the area. Ridge of high pressure out on the coast. That's going to start to move in. It's going to bring us the sunshine and those warmer temperatures as we head into that first day of spring. Futurecast, again, a little scattered activity going on. Most of that moving out. Again, we'll see a beautiful morning for summer solstice, which is at 7:57 tomorrow morning. A few clouds in the afternoon in the Yakima and Kittitas valleys, not too bad. Moving into Thursday, though, sunshine, and as we get to the weekend, well, we'll really start to feel those temperatures. Now, we are going to see some rain showers developing across the Kittitas Valley and across the Cascade Mountains. It should stay dry below, but we could see a stray shower coming through the Yakima and Kittitas Valley on Thursday. Friday, again, looking nice and clear. Winds have been a little breezy through the day, still breezy in Toppenish. We've calmed down along the foothills of the Blues and in Tri-Cities. Ellensburg, a little breezy at 12 miles per hour. Futurecast shows those winds decreasing even more so, except for in Ellensburg. And then as we get into our morning tomorrow, look for a few breezy winds along the foothills and in the Columbia Basin. Tomorrow afternoon, those winds pick up in the Yakima Valley. So look for some breezy winds on and off, but not bad. And again, our summer solstice officially begins tomorrow at 7:57 for the Pacific Coast time, I should say. Here's what it looks like. Again, we have the 4 seasons, and that's the sun, the Earth moving around the sun at different points. And basically, summer solstice means this: the Earth's axis is tilted toward the sun, shortest day and the longest night in the southern hemisphere, and just reverse that for the northern hemisphere. So again, happy summer solstice. It is almost here. Temperatures tonight, not feeling summery at all, still on the cool side. We're in the 40s and 50s, 51 Tri-Cities, the warm spot, 47 in Yakima and Hermiston, as well as Walla Walla. Tomorrow's daytime highs, look for lots of sunshine. Again, some breezy winds in the afternoon in the Yakima Kittitas Valley. 78 Tri-Cities. We'll see 77 in Walla Walla. Dayton up to 74 and 73 tomorrow for Ellensburg. Got a lot of photos today because of those storm clouds that came through. It was a fast-moving system. Momentus clouds. That's what we were seeing with those billowy, pillowy-looking clouds. Again, that's it could be ice in the upper atmosphere. Remember, we had that cold layer on top of these clouds and the warmer air at the bottom. So that's what caused that. Thank you, Ken, for sharing that. Remember, you can send your weather photos to slee@kappkview.com. Let's plan your evening or next couple of days out in Walla Walla. We're looking for temperatures up to the 60s by Friday, or excuse me, 80s, so 88 by Friday in the Tri-Cities. And in Yakima, again, we'll have that nice weather. Thursday is going to be absolutely gorgeous. So lots to talk about. Summer solstice tomorrow, more weather on the way. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. And still ahead, as the weather is warming up, we're talking about a place for kids in Yakima to eventually cool off in the summer heat. Learn why community members say this is not just about equity, but also safety. That's ahead at 6:30. And we have a lot more news to share with you on our mobile app. You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan this QR code, which is also at the bottom of your screen throughout the show. The code will take you right to our app for news and weather on demand. It's free to download and there's no subscription fee to use it.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota. Get 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on a Toyota certified used Camry, Corolla, or RAV4. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Get 2.9% APR plus $500 purchase allowance on a 2023 Cadillac XT4. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say them, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
In your health news tonight, a daily aspirin could lead to anemia in older adults, according to the Annals of Internal Medicine. Researchers analyzed more than 18,000 adults from the U.S. and Australia who were at least 65 years old. Half took a low dose of aspirin every day. The other group took a placebo. The adults who took aspirin had a 20% increased risk for anemia than the group who took the placebo. Now, doctors have stepped back from the blanket aspirin use in older adults after studies found an increased risk of major bleeding that the researchers said outweighed benefits from preventing heart attack or stroke. And new tonight, a recommendation for adults between 19 and 64 receive anxiety disorder screenings. That from the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force. It's comprised of a group of independent medical experts whose recommendations help guide medical decisions and influence insurance plans. This is the first time the task force has made a final recommendation on screening for anxiety disorders in adults. The task force found insufficient evidence to recommend screening for adults older than 64. You can find the recommendation published in the medical journal JAMA. The task force also recommends that all adults get screened for major depressive disorder. Well, it hasn't shown up much this week, but when the sun does return, plenty of people will flock outside to enjoy it. And of course, you should take preventative measures to protect your skin. ABC's Ika Jachi reports.
Skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States, thanks in part to the sun. But getting it is not inevitable. The CDC has some tips for ways to avoid the disease while enjoying time in the sun. Wear sunscreen or protective clothing like t-shirts and beach cover-ups, even if you're in the shade. These protect against the UV rays that cause radiation that lead to skin cancer. Choose sunscreen that has an SPF of 15 or higher and apply it to exposed skin. Be sure to reapply every 2 hours while outside and immediately after swimming or sweating. And hats and sunglasses are equally as important because they protect the face and eyes from UV rays, preventing both skin cancer and cataracts. With this Medical Minute, I'm Ike Ajachi, ABC News.
Well, still ahead tonight, call it a blended family. The raptors that have adopted another type of bird of prey as one of their own. That's next on KAPP KVEW Local News at 6.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
During our Patriot sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like a Sealy Queen mattress for $3.99.
Come to Mattress Depot USA
before our Patriot sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Saddle up and head over to Horse Heaven Saloon in Prosser, a family-owned and operated business in the heart of America's Hop Valley. Come experience in-house brewed craft beer, fresh and unique foods, and much more. It's all waiting for you at the Horse Heaven Saloon in historic downtown Prosser.
Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your community Chevy dealers.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an all-electric vehicle from Overturf Kia. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Lease the 2023 all-electric Kia EV6 Wind with all-wheel drive for just $579 per month, or purchase for $53,849. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
We really like being in the outdoors, and when we can't be in the mountains in the outdoors, we like being outside around our house. We have a lot of projects going on. With Yakima Federal, they have online banking that helps us transfer money without having to go in during the weekends when we do most of our work around our house. Right now, we're starting on an endeavor of raising chicken. They can help us with that too, I'm sure. We've been a customer of Yakima Federal for 12 years. I've enjoyed it all 12 years.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
They say birds of a feather flock together, but tonight we are talking about a blended family with very different plumage. In Santa Clara County, California, a baby red-tailed hawk showed up in a bald eagle's nest. A photographer caught the moment the eagle brought the hawklet in, likely as prey. But another photographer started documenting the They saw the eagles caring for the hawklet along with their own eaglet. The bird's nest is being kept a secret to protect their safety. A little closer to home, a pair of protected sandhill cranes have returned to northeast Washington. According to Washington Fish and Wildlife, the cranes had a baby last year in the Methow Wildlife Area in Okanogan County. This year, they've returned with a second little one. Fish and Wildlife says parts of the wildlife area have been closed to give the birds some space. Making a splash tonight, a new design could eventually bring Yakima children relief from hot summer days. Plus, lots of questions, but no firm answers tonight. The latest on the search for a missing submersible. And the latest on the plea deal that Hunter Biden has reportedly agreed to. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
Now, KAPP local news at 6:30.
Children on the east side of Yakima have been without easy access to a public pool for years now, but they are one step closer with a new design just approved for an aquatic center at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. KAPP-KVEW's Emily Goodell spoke to community leaders pushing for this project. They're saying it's not just about equity, but about safety.
For kids living in East Yakima, the nearest public pool is often miles away, a long, hot journey in the summertime, while the Yakima River is just a couple of blocks away from home.
In that situation, which one would you do? You got a river over there, and you got 2 bus rides to be able to get there, especially if the parents are working.
He says many kids in his community don't know how to swim safely because they never took lessons, and for some, the reason was lack of access to a pool.
There was a promise when they took it away in 2005 that we were going to have a pool back on the east side of Yakima.
After 15 years of community leaders pushing for a pool in East Yakima, the city is finally wrapping up the design for an $11 million aquatic center at Martin Luther King Jr. Park.
I think there's something for everybody. So we have some slides designed in there for a little bit more excitement. We have the zero depth entry for maybe people who aren't really that comfortable in water, but we also have some sprays and some lap areas, places for swim lessons.
A little over $1 million from state lawmakers, $3 million from the city, and $3 million from the county, plus community donations, leaving them short about $2 million.
So we'll be talking about other avenues to receive those funds, looking at other grants, and sometime in the future going out to the community to ask for contributions as well.
I just know that it's needed. We need to make sure that the quality of life is as well as on the west side as it is on the east side. And we need to make sure that we continue to understand that.
The goal to finish the developmental design and construction drawings by the end of the year and start construction next year to hopefully have the aquatic center open for kids and their families in summer 2025. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, KAPP-KVEW Local News.
Now, the city has a grant application site through the Yakima Valley Community Foundation Fund where people can donate online, but they say the real fundraising campaign will start later this year. And we've been talking about this a lot. It's kind of feeling too cold to swim out there, Stacy.
It's very unusual. Just 2 Junes ago, we were breaking records with record highs this time of year. This time, well, we've been well below. We've had some cloudy skies and overcast conditions. Our Dust Devil Gisa sky cam, again, we're starting to see those clouds go away and we will have clearing skies. Our sunrise today at 5:04. Our sunset was at 8:52. And let's take a look, or excuse me, we'll be at 8:52. Our temperatures around the area, again, chilly. I can't believe we're already down to 55 in Dayton, 51 in Cle Elum. It's 64 degrees right now in Yakima, 70 in the Tri-Cities. So again, we've been running well below the average for this time of year. Winds have started to calm down this evening as well. Here's what's coming up: the gradual clearing skies. Summer beginning officially at 7:57 tomorrow morning. Warming up into the weekend. Planning your night tonight again. Grab a coat if you're out this evening. Going to be down into the 50s in Yakima by 9. 62 at 9 in Tri-Cities, and we're down to 58 in Walla Walla by 9 p.m. Lots to talk about. Your first alert full forecast is on the way. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. And tonight, a race against time as help from around the world is steaming in to help locate a submersible with 5 people on board that went missing Sunday while on an excursion to view the wreckage of the Titanic. Now, this underwater vessel set off on a tourist expedition. It's about 900 miles off the coast of Cape Cod. The Coast Guard says their current rescue mission is complex as they're getting additional support from Canada, France, and the Air Force, all deployed to aid in the search. ABC's Melissa Adon has the latest.
An urgent search is underway in the North Atlantic Ocean near the wreckage site of the Titanic.
A submersible with 5 on board, including the pilot, lost communication on Sunday nearly 2 hours after they set off on what was supposed to be an 8 to 10 hour round-trip expedition.
All of our efforts are focused on finding the sub.
A French vessel with an exploration robot on board capable of diving up to 12,000 feet is now joining the search alongside the U.S. Navy and U.S. and Canadian Coast Guards. American searchers say crews have already completed an extensive search above and below the water, covering an area larger than the state of Connecticut. Time is also ticking.
There's about 40 hours of breathable air left.
Among the missing, businessman Shahada Daoud and his son Solomon, renowned Titanic researcher Paul-Henri Najoulet, and Hamish Harding, a British billionaire, each paying $250,000 for the rare opportunity to get an up-close look of the famed Titanic. Stockton Rush, the CEO of the expedition company, is also on board. Former ABC News correspondent Dr. Michael Gillen remembers the close call he had back in 2000 when he was trapped in the propeller of the Titanic wreckage while working on a story.
I'm just worried and I'm heartsick because I know exactly what it feels like to be done. It's very scary, very claustrophobic.
That was Melissa Don reporting. Now, the company OceanGate Expeditions is also assisting in the multinational search efforts. In a statement, they say other deep-sea companies are also helping as they try to reestablish contact with the missing vessel. Trial for former President Trump in the classified documents case will begin in mid-August. With this timeline, arguments for the parameters of a jury trial could happen as early as the end of July, but those dates could be pushed back due to the complexity of the case and potential issues related to classified information. The federal judge in this case has announced that the proceedings will take place in Fort Pierce, Florida. Former President Trump now charged with 37 counts of mishandling top secret documents after he left office and charged with obstructing the investigation into those documents. Meanwhile, a plea deal has been reached in the federal investigation into the president's son, Hunter Biden. Mike Valerio has that story.
Hunter Biden, the son of President Joe Biden, will plead guilty to 2 misdemeanor tax offenses and struck a deal with federal prosecutors to resolve a felony gun charge. According to prosecutors, Hunter Biden owed at least $100,000 in federal taxes in both 2017 and 2018, but did not pay what was due to the IRS by the deadlines. Last year, a lawyer for the president's son said his client has since, quote, fully paid those IRS debts. The 53-year-old also struck a deal with federal prosecutors to resolve 1 felony gun charge. In 2021 interviews with the media, Hunter Biden talked about how he'd been addicted to drugs, which raised the possibility he broke federal law when he bought a firearm. The White House issued a statement saying, quote, the president and first lady love their son and support him as he continues to rebuild his life. We will have no further comment. Former President Donald Trump slammed the plea deal. Writing on Truth Social, it equates to a mere traffic ticket. The U.S. Attorney for Delaware, David Weiss, appointed by former President Trump, says the Hunter Biden investigation is ongoing. Republican Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy says the agreement won't impact a Republican congressional probe into the Biden family's business dealings.
It actually should enhance our investigations because the DOJ should not be able to withhold any information now.
Mike Valerio, KAPP Local News.
We have an update tonight. The search for British actor Julian Sands has resumed in Southern California. He was first reported missing back in January after he embarked on a hike in the San Gabriel Mountains northeast of LA. On Saturday, a large group of volunteers and law enforcement officers, along with 2 helicopters and drones, combed remote areas across Mount Baldy. So far, they've found no signs of the actor. Severe weather conditions have made the search for the 65-year-old more challenging. Sands is best known for appearing on the show 24 and in films such as A Room with a View and Arachnophobia. In economic news tonight, U.S. home construction surged last month far beyond expectations. According to data released by the Census Bureau, construction climbed nearly 22% in May from April. That's the fastest pace in more than a year. The low inventory has boosted interest in new construction. Electric vehicle maker Rivian will use Tesla's superchargers for its vehicles. The Amazon-backed company announced it will adopt Tesla's North American charging standards. The company says in 2025 it will start building its pickup trucks and SUVs with the same style charging ports used by competitor Tesla, as it will for the company's smaller vehicles. Rivian also says by next spring, current customers can use adapters to access the Tesla chargers. Rivian joins Ford and GM in adopting Tesla's charging systems. Coming up next, sweltering conditions, a twister's aftermath, and a tropical storm. Extreme weather leaving its mark across the nation. And we hope you've enjoyed these cooler than normal conditions because the heat is on its way back. Stacey Lee is tracking your first alert forecast next on KAPP Local News at 6:30.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
He's only 19 years old, 7 foot 3 inches tall, from France, and some say he's about to take over professional basketball.
Hey, bonjour.
Now tomorrow, Robin Roberts with the phenom Victor Wembanyama, only on
Good morning, America.
This is how legends
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your community Chevy dealers.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Has your dishwasher let you down lately?
Then see the latest Bosch dishwashers at Fred's Appliance. Fred's also has models you won't find at the box stores.
Bosch means quality and innovation. New Bosch dishwashers quietly deliver sparkling dishes.
With features like third rack and a new drying system that even dries plastic, Bosch raises the bar for dishwashers.
Fred's has more dishwashers in stock than you'll see anywhere. Come in and see us today.
Reel in a fortune during the $200,000 Fishing for a Fortune at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, with over $7,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday. Cash your line and win up to $750 free play, $1,000 cash, or hook a new Pro Lodge boat. Multiply your entries, use your club wild card to earn points, and win special prizes from Billy's Bait Shop. Reel in your next fortune today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
My mom hired a bath fitter to make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when he got a new bath, it took forever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bath Fitter will remodel your bath in as little as one day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
Welcome back. Tonight, tens of millions of Americans are dealing with severe weather, from extreme heat to tornadoes and keeping an eye on tropical conditions. ABC's Alex Stone has an overview.
Over 37 million Americans from New Mexico to Louisiana are baking under extreme heat. Cities like Laredo, Del Rio, and Midland, Texas all breaking records this week well above 100 degrees. In southeast Mississippi, a tornado touching down in Moss Point.
Definitely a tornado came through here. I'm trying to get the M&M.
One twister trapping 8 people inside of this bank.
We had to break a window, go in and break some interior doors down to help the
8 individuals escaped the bank.
Everybody got out safely, but in the town, at least 100 buildings have been damaged or destroyed. On Monday alone, 6 tornadoes were reported in Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. In the small town of Lewin, Mississippi, severe damage as well. A tornado bringing down trees and power lines. In Alabama, flash flood warnings after a foot of rain fell. In the tropics, a very early start to the Atlantic hurricane season. Tropical storm Brett ties for the earliest ever to form so far east in the Atlantic. It's now on track to slam into St. Lucia possibly on Thursday. It's feeding off abnormally warm ocean temperatures in the Atlantic, temperatures that broke records in April and May. Behind Brett, there's another system that could become a storm named Cindy later this week. Experts say human-caused climate change has been warming the ocean for years and that they're alarmed at how unprecedented the current high ocean temperatures are for this time of the year. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Now, KAPP First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And yes, that's the full effects of El Nino in place. We've been in La Nina for the last 3 years, so definitely a big change in the weather there. Tonight, we're going to start to see some changes around our area. We're still seeing some clouds on our sky cam, but those are starting to move out of the area. So again, things are going to be changing. Our sunset tonight at 8:52. Let's take a look at temperatures right now around the region. Again, on the cool side, already down to 64 in Yakima, 65 in Prosser, 70 in the Tri-Cities, 55 in Dayton, 68 right now in Pendleton. Satellite and radar again, we still got some cloud cover, but most of the moisture has evaporated. Still could see a little sprinkle here and there in the Yakima Valley. Let's take a look at our satellite and radar. The cold front starting to move out. Most of the moisture and clouds moving out. Again, we've got a ridge of high pressure. That's going to start moving onshore and taking over the weather pattern for the next couple of days. Our future cast again, like I said, most of that moisture and activity moving out. Summer solstice, 7:57 a.m. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to be a beautiful Wednesday morning. Definitely get out and enjoy that. Again, mostly clear skies for most of the day. A little cloudy through the Yakima Kittitas Valley. Getting into our Thursday, again, another beautiful morning. We'll see a little cloud activity and possibly some moisture building up in the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. Should remain dry and sunny through the Columbia Basin and into the foothills of the Blue Mountains like the Walla Walla area. So nice weather on the way and much warmer temperatures. Our wind speeds have been a little breezy on and off today. Things are starting to calm down. Tri-Cities down to 5 miles an hour, Toppenish 17. It's a little breezy in Ellensburg at 12-mile-an-hour winds. All right, let's talk summer solstice. Again, we're getting ready to move into a whole new season, so I'm excited about that. Now, meteorological summer began June 1st, but summer solstice happens on the 21st of June. And again, the planet alignment around the sun is what it's all about. And again, we'll start to see the sun, its axis will be tilted towards the sun, which makes the shortest and longest night in the southern hemisphere. Shortest day, longest night. So that's what's going on there. Again, that occurs on the Pacific coast at 7:57 in the morning. Temperatures overnight, once again, chilly, 43 tonight, Ellensburg, 47 in Yakima. We're going to see 46 overnight in Prosser, 51 in the Tri-Cities, 47 in Walla Walla. For tomorrow, let's take a look at these temperatures again. A gradual warm up heading into the weekend. Temperatures there in the 70s. We're going to see temperatures closer to 80 in the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities. Moving into the foothills again tomorrow, those temperatures staying below 80, but a little warmer than we were today. So not bad looking out there. Now, we did have a storm cell come through yesterday, some ominous looking clouds, but when it was all said and done, Mark captured this beautiful double rainbow in West Richland. So thanks for grabbing that photo. Remember, we love to see your weather photos. You can send them to me, slee@KAPP.com. Here's what's coming up. The short-term forecast into Walla Walla for the next couple of days. We'll see those 80s Thursday and Friday. It's going to be a beautiful weekend and not bad for the first day of summer. In the Tri-Cities, again, we're going to be closer to 90 degrees by Friday and 50s overnight. Looking at Yakima again in the 80s Thursday and Friday. I'll get to that full 7-day forecast here before the end of the show. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. And coming up tonight, we're going to give you an eagle-eye view of a Northwest destination for enjoying the great outdoors. That is next when we fly the Northwest. You're watching KAPP Local News at 6:30.
It's great to see you. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Hi, I'm David Smith.
And I'm Tori Smith, local owners of Mattress Depot USA.
We both grew up in the Seattle area.
But unlike our large competitors, we still live in this community.
We do business with local manufacturers from right here in the Pacific Northwest.
Hey, we realize that your top priority is to get a quality mattress at the best possible price. And that's what we do.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
So, Richardson family, the neighbors are very curious about your new family member.
Oh, Robe Elizabeth? Hello. We built her when our daughter moved out so we could keep our family plan and save money.
With US Cellular, you don't need a fourth line to get the best deal. It's just $29.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines.
Oh. I guess we don't need a fourth line anymore.
This is awkward.
Now at US Cellular, it's just $29.99 per line, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
Award-winning artist Elle King live. Friday, July 14th, 8 p.m., Legends Casino Hotel. Elle King. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Elle King Live.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Arrow Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with their new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Arrow Roofing a call today.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
And lots of green trees, fresh air, and a surging creek. That's what you'll find when you visit Sweet Creek Falls.
That's the focus of tonight's Fly the Northwest.
We're at Sweet Creek Falls. We just drove up here and didn't even realize what was back here. Oh, it's beautiful as beyond words. The waterfall is spectacular. The trees and the weather. This is the perfect time of year right now too. Every time we have relatives or somebody come up, we bring them here.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, and came here to see the family. It's amazing, breathtaking. Your smell is amazing. I can't tell you how good it smells. I'm gonna move up here. Yeah. I took 1,000 videos and then 1,000 pictures. It's amazing. Breathtaking.
Really easy hiking, get back into the waterfalls, and there's picnic benches everywhere to sit on. Absolutely gorgeous.
The falls are beautiful.
1,000 pictures and 1,000 videos. That sounds like me when I go to a waterfall.
I love it. And now that the kids are out of school, hopefully a little inspiration to get outdoors.
Inspiration to get outdoors. This is a bit of a road trip though. The Sweet Creek Falls rest area and trail are just south of Medellin Falls on State Highway 31.
It's a long trek to get there, but especially this time of year, you'll have a great waterfall to look at.
We've had a lot of rain and snow melt this year, so hopefully lots of water out there to enjoy.
Yep, get outdoors, snap those weather photos and send them in.
All right, we'll take a final look at your forecast, the 7-day.
The 7-day, it's coming up when we come back.
During our Patriot sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like a Sealy Queen mattress for $3.99.
Come to Mattress Depot USA
Before our Patriot sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Okay, thanks for visiting. Bye, Alice.
I'm stuck.
Not funny anymore. Yes, it is.
Wait, guys, the Mesozoic times are boring and have 0 rad attractions. Triple play is fun. I want to stay here.
Of course you can stay. Oh, fantastic. We won't regret this.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, like bowling, Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park, and a brand new zip line ride, all attached to a cozy hotel.
She's on the logo already. Marketers are the worst.
Get 2.9% APR plus $500 purchase allowance on a 2023 Cadillac XT4. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Things are heating up. Good thing this Rogue has the most standard safety features in its class. Our competitors can't say that.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
Hurry. These epic offers won't last forever.
From KAPP, this is Legally Speaking.
Hi, I'm Eddie Morphine of Morphine Law Firm. As an attorney, I want you to know that when you hire a lawyer, you are in charge. The attorney works for you. Now, whether you've been involved in an auto accident, have a Consumer Protection Act situation, or have a personal injury claim, the attorney is there to look out for your best interests. Now, if they're not doing that, you have the right to seek different legal representation. Remember, if you've been wronged, we want to help make it right. We offer free, no obligation consultations. Call us at Morphine Law Firm. Let us answer your questions. And if legal representation is right for you, we'll provide you with the legal representation you need. We're not afraid to fight for you. Call us at Morphine Law Firm in Kennewick, 509-380-9999.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
TriQ Credit Union C3 Slam comes to Richland July 8th and 9th at John Dam Plaza.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at the forecast. It's almost summer.
Yes, summer officially, of course, solstice tomorrow. But let's take a look at that 7-day planner. Again, those temperatures will start to warm. Look at that. We'll see 90s for a minute, then we can drop back down into the 80s. Good news is we're getting back to normal and actually slightly above average. Temperatures overnight starting to warm as well. I welcome it. I think 88 is my jam. That's where I'm feeling good. All right, in Yakima, again, we'll see the 80s all the way into the weekend. Nice warm weather there. And again, those temperatures finally, some of the overnight lows in the 40s were a bit too chilly for most people.
They were pretty cold out there.
Warm weather is on the way.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stacy. Thank you so much for watching. KAPP local news is always on at yaktrinews.com, and we're back tonight at 11.